So you want to learn how to do the high jumpless lava dive. All right, let's do it. So what is the high jumpless lava dive? Well, there is a section of the game where you can make your way down to a lower Norfair, which is where you'll fight Ridley. And there is a section, there's a room full of lava. We like to call this room the lava dive room. There are many ways to cross this room, but let's say you don't have the items necessary to do that and you want to do the high jumpless lava dive. Let's say you're down there in Norfair and you don't want to go all the way back up to find a movement item. You just want to go do the high jumpless lava dive and continue on through lower Norfair. We won't discuss the items in this video of what you would want following the high jumpless lava dive to get through Rit G. That'll be in another video, but let's just focus in on the high jumpless lava dive itself. So let's get started. All right, so here we are in the room before the lava dive room. If we go inside here and take a look, this is the lava that I am referring to. All of this. And if you notice, when we're in the lava, we both take damage and we have water physics and we're not able to move our way through here as quickly as we could if we had gravity suit. There's no way to jump up, at least from down here, without doing some, funky strats. So we're gonna show that now. All right, so the first part of the high jumpless lava dive is actually important if you're lower health and you need to perform this trick within a certain time frame before your health runs out. I'll show another way of doing it if you have, let's say 8, 9 plus tanks, but let's say you have 2 or 3 tanks and errors are not an option. So let's first work on the entry. The entry to high jumpless lava dive is quite possibly the most important part of the trick for lower health attempts. So what you want to do is you want to line yourself up with this ledge right here. This ledge right here is going to allow you to get yourself in a position to get the right amount of speed, the right amount of height, and get the jump through this door effectively. So how I like to do it is I do a running start, and when I get about here, I'm gonna wanna jump and hold down. So it's gonna look like this, right? But we're gonna do that through the door, just like that. But we wanna get it to where it looks like that. So line ourselves up. A little too early. Just like that. That's exactly what we want. Now, on the other side, you're gonna come out just like this. If you held down and jump, you're gonna come through just like that. So I would practice getting the jump to where you go through just like that, where you're not hitting here, you're not hitting here, you're just flying through just like this, right? That's step 2. So the next step is you're going to want to morph about here. About here. Okay? And I'll zoom in and pause the video so you see exactly where you're gonna wanna morph, but this is basically what it's gonna look like. Right there. So you morph in just like that, right? And it should throw you down all the way to the bottom. Come in, morph, all the way down to the bottom, right? Just like that. Now, if you're feeling comfortable with this right here, you got the correct jump through the door, you're getting the morph, everything should be good. You're gonna look for a few things, right? The number one thing that I like to look for is jumping off that ledge right there. All right, let's see if I can pause this. Right there. So this ledge right next to the Namahe is the sweet spot. This is where you want to hit. If you hit right there, it's going to bounce you across, and you're going to wait maybe like 2 or 3 more ledges, and you're going to unmorph. This is how it should look. Right, let me reset here. You're going to hit that ledge. Right there, you're going to unmorph. Okay? So let's see if we can get a pause frame on that. Whoops. Right there. So as you see that final ledge, or the second to final ledge before the Namahe, you're going to want to unmorph and continue to hold left. The Namahe is going to spit a flame, and it's going to follow you like that. You're going to land about here, and that Namahe flame's still going to be, coming at you, but you're going to want to immediately jump and land here. And that Namahe flame should be about there where that flame is, okay? All of this has to be done in unison, okay? For lower health attempts, okay? Mind you, this is for lower health attempts, 2 tank, 3 tank, where there's like no room for error, okay? So come in, morph, hit the ledge, unmorph, flame comes, land, jump, just like that, okay? That's where you want to get comfortable with that. And then we'll worry about the next part of the trick once we get comfortable with this. Unmorph, flame comes, land, jump, boom, right there, okay? Now that we got that part down on the way, you practice it a little bit, you're comfortable with that, now comes the most difficult part. And that is taking damage from the Namahe Flame, doing a turn, and then immediately jumping and doing a series of jumps. Okay? So, again, we're gonna try to put together morph, hits, unmorph, flame comes, jump. Now, I paused here, because this is about where you should land, and you should see the flame coming at you. And how this is going to work is the moment that that flame about touches Samus's foot, you're gonna want to turn. It's almost like a KO, because you can't take knockback damage. All right, that's going to mess up your ability to jump quickly and get the amount of height that you need. Okay, so we're gonna turn into it, and you're going to immediately jump. You're gonna do a series of 3 jumps, bop, 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 as quickly as possible, and you're gonna want to jump off of almost this top spike. Let me see if I can pause, and I'll put an arrow on it. Right there, and there should be an arrow on screen about where you'll want to try to get to on your wall jumps. But let me show you what it looks like. Let me show you what the High Jumpless Lava Dive looks like. Come in, unmorph, flame comes down, jump, right there, just like that. That's what it should look like. So, as you can see, we're about 2 or 3 steps ahead of where we were. So let's backtrack a little bit and continue with the next steps. So you're gonna come in, morph, hit the ledge, unmorph about there, flame comes, jump, turn into it, and we're gonna do a series of jumps. We're gonna jump right there. Now, it's very important what happened there, because that's the next step of the trick. Once you get these wall jumps, you know, you're practicing, you're getting the wall jumps, unmorph there, flame comes, jump, you turn into it, and then you use those iframes to jump up. If you jump up the top and you hold jump across, you're gonna get hit by the Namahe Flame up above. I'll show you what that looks like right now. Right here, if I held jump, I actually didn't get nailed, which is kind of surprising. Usually you would get nailed there. So what you want to do is seriously as easy as this. You're just going to, for like a quarter of a second, let go of jump. You're basically going to tap it, and that will basically prevent that Namahe Flame from hitting you at any point. So let me show you. All right, so you come in, morph, hit the ledge, unmorph, flame comes, land, jump, half touch, half touch. Now here, this is kind of the hardest part. So what I like to do when I get to this point, it's kind of interesting kind of how I've been able to work on this part of the jump. So when you get pretty close, there's actually like a little bit of time to where you can actually hold left and jump before you're actually to the wall. It actually almost expands, I don't know, it maybe expands Samus's hitbox, but I've been able to get the trick. If I start to jump a little, like I'm talking fractions of a second before I actually get to the wall, okay? So let's say you get this far, okay? All of this, you know, in unison, get the damage boost, 3 jumps on the wall, jump across, half press, you know, just a little bit of a off and on to dodge the Namahe Flame. Or the Fune, I think it's a Namahe, regardless. And then you're on the wall, and now what you want to do is you want to wait for this creature to shoot the flame. You're going to do a wall jump off of this wall, and then a wall jump off of the Namahe, and then a wall jump off of the ledge, just like this. Flame, jump, jump. And there you go. Those are the steps to the High Jumpless Lava Dive. So let's see it all together one more time. Okay, we're going to come in, morph, hit right there, unmorph about there, land, jump, 3 jumps up, half press, wait for it, jump across, boom, just like that. Now that is the High Jumpless Lava Dive. Honestly, I just recommend practicing each portion of that trick. The 3 jumps, honestly, is the most difficult part of that trick. You just got to get a feel for it. You got to go as quickly as possible and really put some distance between your jumps. But that's for the quick entry, all right? Let's say you come in when you have like 9 tanks, 10 tanks, right? You just jump down here, honestly. You can jump right here, wait for the flame to shoot, and immediately start running left and just do the exact same thing. Land, and then start your jump up. Let me show you what that looks like. You're gonna land, the Namahe is gonna shoot, so you're gonna run, guide it over here, jump into it, half press, wait for the Namahe to shoot, and then do some wall jumps up. So if you're above 4 to 5 tanks, you might have some leeway on getting another opportunity. But if you're below 3 tanks, you might only have that one opportunity. It's just up to you to kind of gauge about how much health you're gonna need to do the trick. All right, so that was the High Jumpless Lava Dive. Very complex trick. I hope this video maybe put into a little bit of a perspective on how you might be able to pull this off. I recommend practicing each part and getting it down to where you can do it all in one go. Thank you so much again for watching episode 2. If you'd like to look back on my previous episode, which was how to do the Crystal Flash clip, you can do that as well. Next video, whenever that comes out, I believe we're going to be looking at the spring ball jump to get to various areas in Super Metroid. If not, we'll be doing some other amazing trick in Super Metroid. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.